Welcome back. The time is now 6:44. Let's get a check on weather with meteorologist Hunter Donahoe. So there's some snow on the ground.
Yes, still an active forecast here.
Yes.
We've had that snow that passed through yesterday and into last night.
Yes.
Around 2 to 3 inches in North Iowa, lower amounts in southeast Minnesota, but still snow nonetheless is on the ground.
Right.
So it's on the roads too. You're gonna have to be watching out for that, taking it slow throughout your morning commute before more snow will start to move in for this afternoon, and we could have some blowing snow and reduced visibilities to go along with that, with how strong these winds will be. You look out right now in Mason City to the south, it's a quiet start to the day, no real strong winds, no really cold conditions, but that will start to change for the back half of our hump day. Temperatures right now holding in the low to mid-teens, even some upper teens up towards Zumbrota and Lake City, but those winds are still out of the west around 5 to 15 miles per hour. So it's not strong, but it's enough to give us wind chills below 0 in Mason City at 2 below, just 1 above in Owatonna, 2 above in Dodge Center, 3 above in Rochester, and 1 degrees. That's it in Preston. We will be able to climb to the low to mid 20s today, maybe some upper 20s in North Iowa, especially along the Highway 18 corridor. That's all thanks to that warmer push of air ahead of a passing cold front that will come in this afternoon. And that front will bring us that snow and some increasing winds, and that could lead to some visibility issues. First round of snow is gone. The first clipper is out over Lake Michigan right now. We have the clouds overhead this morning, and we'll continue with that throughout the day before that next clipper rolls in later on. That will still have an impact to our roads, where almost every single one of the main arteries are still partially to even completely covered out in Freeborn County. A lot of plows out there still trying to clear everything up in time for that morning commute, but still you will have to battle those really iced over and even snow-covered side roads that remain untreated at this time. So where's the next clipper at? You can already see it. In the Dakotas, that snow is going to make its way on down here probably by around noon today along I-35. Before the snow comes in, a winter weather advisory will go into effect at 11 a.m., lasting for 12 hours, expiring at 11 p.m. tonight. Freeborn County included in that, but Winnebago, Hancock, Worth, Cerro Gordo, Mitchell, Floyd, and Chickasaw counties all in that winter weather advisory. So here comes the snow by around noon, I-35, and it overspreads our whole region into the mid-afternoon, where I do think that's going to be the height of this storm, where the most snow is falling and the strongest of winds will be located. Everything pushes out, at least snow-wise, by around the evening commute, but we'll still see that snow blowing around, as those winds will be gusting upwards of 40 to maybe 50 miles per hour. And this is a light, fluffy snow, too, so it very easily will be able to be picked up by these winds, lofting it into the air and giving us those reduced visibilities and brief whiteout conditions before those winds start to relax slightly into tonight. Around an inch, most likely, at least a trace for many of us, but some could pick upwards of 2 inches. It's going to be very hard to measure this snow today because it's going to be blowing around. Really won't get a true measurement. But then we head into Thursday, and that's when things get a little bit more interesting. Again, an Arctic cold front coming in by the early afternoon. We'll start to see that encroaching, but look at these temperatures right around the low to mid-teens, some upper teens maybe. This is 1 p.m. Thursday. Watch as the front comes through. We're dropping down to the teens below 0 in a span of about 3 hours along Highway 14 up towards Zumbrota. And then here comes the front even more. Everybody dropping down to the teens, even approaching the 20s below 0. So in a span of about 8 hours Thursday, we will go from the teens above 0 down to the teens below 0. Very quick amount of time and a span of about 30 degrees. So that is going to be a massive swing. On top of that, the winds remaining breezy into Friday morning, so our wind chills will be dropping down to as low as 50 below 0. This is extra dangerous cold, frostbite in under 10 minutes on any exposed skin. That is why an extreme cold watch will go in effect at 9 p.m. Thursday evening, lasting through noon on Saturday for the whole region as those wind chills drop down to those life-threatening levels. And I wouldn't be shocked if this gets upgraded to an extreme cold warning. Why is that coming in? Well, it's a massive high pressure system, an extra strongest one might be the strongest, one of the strongest to pass through Minnesota. But there you go. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all lit up in red. 12 below for a high on Friday, a mostly sunny sky. It will be rather deceiving. 19 below to start out Saturday, 3 below for a high. And then at least we start to climb back above zero Sunday afternoon, Megan, and then into next week. It's looking a lot better, right around the low to mid-teens for high temperatures.
A lot to get through in order to get to those warmer temps next week.
Yes, you got to hit rock bottom and
Right.
then start to make your way back up.
Wow, that kind of a cold is really hard to really wrap your mind around.
Yeah, and you got to make sure everybody's prepared for this, whether it be your pets, your pipes, and your people.
Yeah, check on the people that, your neighbors, your older neighbors that maybe you don't, get to check on that often.
Yes.
And, just be safe. Don't go anywhere unless you really have to.
Yes, and if you have to, make sure you're bundled up. A lot of layers.
Right.
Try to
yes.
stay warm. So,
Yes. All right, good advice there.
yes.
All right, thank you,
Yes,
Hunter.
indeed. You're welcome.
Thanks.